Yes, welcome back. So in the previous video, we've been discussed about an introduction to the tool wear. So as we know that because of the rubbing between the workpiece and the tool, automatically the tool starts wearing. So in order that even we cannot able to avoid the wear and tear of the tool, but at least we can able to minimize the wear of the tool. See, if we are not able to minimize the wear of the tool, we have been discussed what might be the parameters that can cause the or effect on the cost of the final product. See, if you are not able to avoid the minimum or a tool wear, then automatically we have to replace with the new tool. So if you are continuously or very often if you are replacing with the new tool, automatically the machining cost will increase. So if the machining cost increases means automatically the final product cost also will be increased. So then we have been discussed about the what are the major two forms that can able to cause an wear, that was an flank wear and an a crater wear. So during the machining process, how the flank wear and an a crater wear can able to takes place in order to avoid, in order to get in a tool wear. So now we're going to see about what is the how the tool wear mechanism and how the tool life will be there in this tool wear mechanism. So in this video we're going to be discussing about the tool wear mechanism and tool life. So the tool wear mechanism. So mainly the mechanism that causes the wear at the tool is the chip and the tool work interfaces. See, mainly whenever the wear of the tool takes place in the tip of the tool only. So why the tip of the tool only the wear of the tool will takes place is because of the tool tip will be having the continuous contact with the workpiece interface. So so whenever it is having a workpiece interface, automatically it will be having a continuous contact with the workpiece. So when it is having a continuous contact with the workpiece at a high temperatures, if you are not able to provide the proper coolant, then automatically the wear will be higher. So if you are going to provide in a proper coolant, then automatically what happens? So the temperature will be controlled by the coolant. So because of the continuous contact between the tool and the workpiece tip, so automatically the machining process takes place. So that was a major reason to get an or to cause the wear at the tool tip. So what are the reasons that may cause to get in a wear reason was we'll discuss. That is, one is abrasion. So this is a mechanical wearing action that is caused by an hard particles. So abrasion is nothing but this is a mechanical wearing action that is caused by the hard particles in the work material. See, because why the abrasion takes place is the which are the hard particles that is present on the workpiece that causes the removing of a small portions of the tool. Because of that hard portions which is present on the workpiece, that causes the or that helps to removing a small portions of the tool to get in a wear. So this abrasive action occurs in both the flank wear and the crater wear. See, because of the hard particles which is present on the workpiece, that causes the small part that hard particle will affect on the small portions of the tools. So it causes or it affects the removing of a very small portions of the tool. So if it is gradually, if the small portions of the tool will be small portions of the material starts removing means automatically the wear will be large only there. So this abrasive action occurs in the both the, as we have discussed, the types of wear was flank wear and then a crater wear. So it is a significant cause of a flank wear. So this is also one of the reason where the tool wear mechanism. So based on this reason also the wear of the tool will takes place. And the next one is about the adhesion. So the adhesion is when the two metals are forced into contact at a high pressure and temperature. See, for example, when you're taking as in a welding occur between them, right? Welding is nothing but we are going to make in a pressure, applying the pressure and the temperature in order to contact for the two metals. So these conditions are present in the chip and the rack face of the tool. So if we going to apply this in this form, the pressure and the temperature, automatically as the chip flow across the tool. So the flow of the chip process will takes process across the tool. Then at the time what happens, the small particles of the tool will be broken because of the chip formation is continuously going in a proper form. So the wear will be reduced because of this high temperature and an high pressure which is acting between the tool and the workpiece, that allows the flow across the tool. So whenever the chip starts flowing across the tool, so the small particles of the tools are will starts getting broken there. So that also affects the surface of the tool. So then again by this also one of the major reason where in order the wear of the tool takes place because of the high temperature and high pressure. So next one is about the diffusion. So this is the one of the reason that is about the diffusion is, so this is a process in which an exchange of atoms takes place across the close contact boundary. So the diffusion takes place is nothing but an exchange of atoms that takes place across a close contact boundary between the two materials. So in this case, the tool where diffusion occurs at the tool chip only. The even see normally that wear of the tool will takes place on the chip point only, so that causes the damage to the surface of the remaining part of the tool. So that atoms are responsible for that hardness of the tool, hence the wear of the tool will takes place. So next, as the process continues, the tool surface becomes more susceptible to abrasion and adhesion. So the diffusion is will be the principle for the mechanism of crater wear. So this diffusion process also, because of the atoms which is present on the, which will be having a close contact boundary between the two materials. So this causes the tool wear. So this is also one of the reason for the tool wear mechanism. So next one is about the chemical reactions and plastic deformation. So because of the chemical reaction and the plastic deformations, also that also the two major reasons where the wear of the tool will takes place. We'll see how the chemical reactions. The high temperatures and the clean surface at the tool tip interface in the machining at an high speed can result the chemical reactions. See, whenever the high temperature or the surfaces between the tool tip, whenever it is interfacing with the machining process at the workpiece, when the machines are running at an high speeds, so that can also causes the chemical reactions. Particularly the how the chemical reaction takes place between the workpiece and the tool is in the form of oxidization on the rack face of the tool. So the oxidized layer which being softer than the tool material, so automatically it is exposing to the new material, the reaction process will takes place. So the reaction process will takes place in the form of oxidation. So the next one is about the plastic deformation. So the plastic deformation is nothing but another mechanism that contributes to wear a plastic deformation of the cutting edge. So the cutting forces acting on the cutting edge at the high temperature that causes the deform plastically, means when the material cannot able to regain its shape or a size or a structure after removal of the load. So how the plastic deformation will takes place. So that causes the continuous wear on the flank. Mainly this affects the flank wear. So this is also one of the major reason, that is the plastic deformation is also one of the major reason for the wear of the tool. So coming to the next, tool life. So now how we can able to prevent the wear mechanism increases the levels of the wear, right? So in order to how we can able to see that, we will be discussing about in this tool life. So as the cutting process the proceeds, the various wear mechanisms results in increasing the level of wear of the cutting tool. So the life of the tool is affected by various parameters has been listed below. So the why the tool life is reducing or why the wear of the mechanisms results that is increasing the wear of the cutting tool is because of the some of the various parameters, that is what we have been listed below. Mainly the machining variables like feed, speed and depth of cut. So this is one of the major reason for the wear of the tool or the broken wear or the tear of the tool takes place because of the machining variables like feed, speed and depth of cut. As we know that because of three only the major machining process also takes place with the because of this feed, speed and depth of cut. And even the wear of the tool also will be takes place because of this speed, feed and depth of cut. Tool geometry that includes various angles, because of the tool geometry or that whichever includes the various angles, that also one of the major reason for the tool wear. And mainly the to a type of tool material, which type of tool material we have been used, based on that also the wear of the tool will takes place. Then the next one is about the type of workpiece material which we have been used. So even the mainly depends upon the workpiece, because there is a continuous contact between the tool and the workpiece. Then use of sustainable cutting fluids, as we told the coolants which you're going to if you're going to provide an improper coolants, so that also causes the wear of the tool. And the nature of cutting, which and what type of the cutting process will takes place, and the rigidity of the tool and work. So these are the some of the major parameters that is affecting the tool life, especially the speed, feed and depth of cut, and the type of workpiece material, and the type of tool which we have been used, and suitable cutting fluids. So if you can able to improve at these parameters,